Cape Town. Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Christelle. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, so Christelle, how is it that the weakening rand will impact insurance premiums?
Well, I think it's important to understand, and we're specifically talking about motor insurance when we talk about the rand, is that a very large portion of your premium is determined by motor accidents and the cost to repair your vehicle. Certain segments of the market, the large segment of the market, is affected by the rand because parts are imported. So we've seen a significant increase in the cost of repairs when it comes to motor vehicle insurance claims. In certain cases, as much as a 40% increase over the last couple of months, say 4 to 6 months. And our claims have just escalated dramatically. I mean, this is something that is quite unusual. We haven't seen anything like this in recent years. To the contrary, we've seen insurance premiums coming down, but becoming more competitive. So this is something for consumers to be very much aware of and to expect that your premium might increase in coming months.
All right, so let's work out how the insurance premium is calculated so we can see how insurance companies are being affected by this.
Well, you know, when you look at motor insurance, if we go back to 2005, 2006, 70%, most insurance companies would quote around about 70% of premiums were paid or claims were paid out to hijack and theft claims. We've seen a dramatic turnaround in that. Now, as much as 80% of motor insurance claims are paid due to accident claims. So those claims, either the cars are written off or we have to repair those vehicles. So the cost of claims and the cost of repairs have become a major issue in motor insurance, and we are heavily influenced by the fluctuation in the rand. And you know, if we as insurers and underwriters are influenced by something like an external factor like the rand, it means at some point insurance premiums have to be recalculated because, you know, the basis of insurance is there's a pool of premium that the premium of many cover the losses of the few. So we have to make sure that there's adequate premium in that pool to cover the losses that we are seeing coming out of motor claims specifically. We've seen an increase in claims as largely the cost of claims as a result of the rand, but we've also seen an increase in the incidents. So more claims are happening, and we always say this, but it's the accident, you know, the condition of the roads and the number of the vehicles on the road as well.
All right, so we're smashing our cars more, and the rand's not helping at all. So what can we do as consumers, as people looking for premiums? How do we handle this?
Well, you know, it's important to understand that you are probably going to see an increase in your premium, whether you've claimed or not, because this is an external factor. So we're seeing an increase across the board from most insurance companies. If you are going to shop around at this time and your premium is increased by 10 or 12%, make sure that you compare apples with apples. Also make sure that if you move your business to another insurance company, that you won't be getting an increase there 2 or 3 months down the line. So make sure that you ask these questions. And then look at things like your insurance excesses, the cover that you get. Normally, if you pay less, you get less cover. It's just the general rule of thumb.
Right.
So ensure that you check out the detail in terms of your insurance cover.
So now, in theory, what goes up must come down. If the rand corrects itself, will we see a recovery? I mean, is it conceivable that premiums can come down?
It's one of the basic principles of insurance is what we call these market cycles. So we have soft and hard market cycles. And we've actually been in a soft market cycle for the last 7-8 years where we've seen a consistent reduction in the average rates and in premiums. So insurance have become relatively cost effective. But we are now going to be seeing a hardening of the rates, and we'll be seeing increases coming through. So I just wanted to warn consumers, just, you know, so that they're aware that there will be an increase. Like we see electricity, petrol, all these things go up. Your insurance premiums will probably increase. If it's significant, I would suggest that you shop around. But if it's between 10 and 15%, that's quite it's an average increase, and that's what you should budget for and sort of expect over the next couple of months, even if you have not claimed on your insurance policy.
And I would imagine that given this rand story, if you buy an imported car vis-a-vis a locally manufactured vehicle, the repairs, they're going to have to bring in the parts, and with the rand doing badly, that's just going to cost more. So your premiums will go up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know, we've even seen an increase in the spare parts of locally manufactured vehicles, quite a significant increase. So it's all affected.
All right, Christelle, that's where we'll leave it. But I guess shopping around and being careful on the road is probably the best way to go. Thanks so much for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, that was Christelle Fourie, who's the Managing Director of MUA Insurance Acceptances, saying beware, shop around because premiums